Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Funday with Paul and Judy. How are you? It's always such an exciting time when we start the show because there's always so much to talk about and so much happening behind the scenes.
Wait a minute. That's what she's really talking about. There's so much happening behind the scenes. It's a scramble. We need to do a behind the scenes show.
Yes.
We need to have a producer because
with a camera on us, putting the cameras on you.
See that wrinkle behind my head? Okay, so it was so bright out here, no cloud cover at all, that we were completely blown out. You would have not seen our faces at all.
No,
I don't know what you're saying.
It was like silhouette. It was like shadow.
I can't see Paul. That's a good thing. But we rigged a screen.
It's not like they can't tell.
With chip
it's
clips.
Ripped up here. It's not attached down there.
Yeah, so, and over here. So, and if it blows away during the middle of the show.
Oh, well.
Yeah. But it's a big show.
Yes, it is a big show. We're excited because we have a special guest who's going to be joining us, and we have a little surprise for you at the very end of the show. Just kind of a lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. So I think that'll be fun.
First things first.
Is there anything you wanted to do? Toast?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you guys.
Let us know where you're watching. And also, I even said in the sort of pre-broadcast promo, let us know some questions because you know this guy, and I'm sure that there are a lot of you who might have even tuned into our show today who've maybe even never seen it on Facebook, but because of Jorge's post on his Facebook page, you're here waiting to talk to him. So we're seeing a lot of people already. I'm so excited. Nashville's in the house. Detroit is in the house. Mm-hmm. We have Minnesota in the house. We have, it looks like, Alabama. We have Chappaqua greetings from Lori. We have Middletown, New York, and Shauna, who's writing in. Oh, how sweet.
And happy Father's Day to any of the fathers who are watching.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, that's what Deborah said too.
Your father's watching.
Yes.
And your mother.
Yes. So happy Father's Day. And love you, Mom. But yes, it's so nice to see all of you writing in. So Lizzie is writing in as well. Mm-hmm. And she's from California. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it'll be a really fun show with lots to talk about and some upcoming news. Yes. So shall we invite our special guest into the broadcast?
Without further ado.
Let me make sure that I have his audio turned up.
Okay.
Because that happens to me sometimes.
You just forget.
I forget because I get so excited. All right. He's coming in. You know him. You love him. His name is Jorge Perez. And I called him the Tabletop King. Hi, Jorge.
Sunday fun day.
Happy Sunday. Did you bring your drink?
I've been drinking since your 9 o'clock.
He's like, I'm already 3 in.
I want what he's drinking.
Coffee. Okay.
I want what he's drinking.
I'm ready. Oh, well, you look amazing. I love that set behind you. Where are you?
This is my British den. This is actually my man cave. I'm going to do a show here one day with the fireplace over there. I'm setting up actually for some photo shoot today. As you can see, with all the product just arrived. For Wednesday's show, so
awesome.
Yeah, this is actually my British man cave.
You know? Okay, yeah. So you said something that I'm going to pick up on because you said there's a show on Wednesday. Tell us what's going on.
Oh my gosh, so much going on. Wait, I need a little cocktail. No, let me tell you, it is so amazing. What's going on? But wait. Let's start the show. I want to wish everyone a happy Father's Day. Number one, love you, Papa. You are the best ever. But you know what? A big shout out to the mothers who did it. The mothers who did it alone. That is so important because a lot of my friends and so many of us, grew up with our mothers. So I always, tell them to send their mother Father's Day cards. It's very important to do that. Also, I want to say a big hello. Hi, DB. Big hello and thank you to all of my amazing friends on Facebook, especially my chat room, which is so wonderful. I want to say thank you to Brandy, who is the administrator of all. She sets up the chats. Without her, I wouldn't, nobody'd hear from me. And of course, we have a resident mixologist, Toby, by the way, who does amazing cocktails, and she did a really great one for the Halfway to Christmas event. So thank you to Toby. And again, thank you to all of you guys. I just can't, even Louise and Alex and Hilda and Kathy from the ShopHQ fan page as well. thank you so much to her and Tracy. We really, without you guys, we would be nothing. Really,
right.
and I speak for all three of us. And
Mhm.
it's amazing that the love that you give us. And, you know,
Uh-oh, he
We
froze.
froze.
All right, if you can hear us, Jorge, I don't know what happened, but you suddenly froze. So what you might need to do is sign out and then sign back in again. We actually had talked to him about that might happen just because of he's not in a studio, so he's trying to jerry-rig his own, phone and or iPad, and then the audio and the signal and the Wi-Fi. But I said, this is what we're going to do if this happens, because with all my guests, I always do a little practice session ahead of time so that everybody knows what to expect. So he'll sign out, he'll come back in. But while he's gone, I want to bring up some other things to show you that we can talk about with him when he comes back in, because this is an all-star event. And in fact, he's going to be on with this beautiful lady. And she was at the All-Star event with Jorge. And she's actually going to be our guest next Sunday.
Well, how about that?
So that's
what
Heather
a transition.
Hall. Yeah, isn't that fun? So we'll have so much to talk about. And I know you guys have a lot of questions. So let me bring this down. I will hide that, and I will hide that, and I will show him. And let's see
He's back.
if he's back. There he
are we
is.
back? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, I just want to wrap up again, the sincerity of that message. Without everyone who's watching and all of our extended family, you really make us who we are. We live and breathe you. It's just so much fun to have this group. And thank you so much to, I'm going to say Judy and Paul, because it's always Paul and Judy show, for hosting this. And, it was interesting. I got so many comments about you guys on my page. It's just so loving, this community that we've built. This is my 13th year on the show. You guys are, amazing mentors to me throughout the time from the first day I met you. What was that? Shop NBC?
Yeah, I think so.
Where did the cocktail?
Now, I do need to say, when Jorge says you made us who we are, I don't think anybody wants to take credit for creating me.
Not even your mother.
So your audience, you're off the hook. You didn't make me who I was. I became a weirdo all on my own.
No, but really, such a great group that we have and we've cultivated. And thank you so much for coming on all of our journey with us. And I'm going to cry now.
Oh, well, I know we needed you to go away for a minute because you froze. And it's almost like a reporter taking a picture of you while you're on screen. Your eyes are closed and your mouth is open. It's the worst shot that you could ever see frozen. Of course, that's what happened to you. So we took you down from the screen right away. And thank you for coming back.
I don't know if you saw the pictures she put up.
Yes, that's
I did.
Did you see it?
Did. Amazing what makeup and hair and lashes will do. This is nothing at all, of course.
Well, tell us about that event then. I'll bring that picture back up so that we can talk about it, because you were in the All-Star event.
It's amazing. I just stumbled upon this business. I actually, when Waterford asked me to go on air 13 years ago, I refused to go. I was like, absolutely not. I don't. And it's so amazing to think, as we cultivated these great relationships, here I am at the All-Star event with the amazing Heather Hall, who is going to be your guest next week.
Yes.
What's interesting too is we see each other outside of work. Mm-hmm. So when all that glam is gone and the camera's gone, you should see, there should be a show about that. We go to restaurants together while we're out by the studios. So yes, that was the All-Star event with Heather Hall at the Step and Repeat. And if you don't know what a step and repeat is, it's when they put that backdrop behind you, that all the logos that those companies pay a fortune to get their name behind those companies, that they walk the carpet.
Yes.
Step, photograph, repeat. Step, repeat. That's really what it's about. So that all the photographers get a hold of you. So anyway, but Melissa Miner, of course, we love Kimberly Wells and her amazing journey. And the friends that we've had and along with there, they're still with us. So we get to see them. And by the way, all of you that send me notes to send to the Bryans and the Skips, they all go to them. I actually call them up and I'm like, hey, but we talk all the time. And I do mention all of your comments. Look at these. Jackie, how are you? Oh my God. By the way, Louise, I love you. You're fabulous. It's just amazing to think. So yeah, that was from that All-Star amazing event. And it's very Cinderella, and sadly,
Yeah.
midnight comes.
For sure. And I have another question for you, because this was one of the pictures that I used to promote you as coming up on our show today. But we need to know where you got this jacket.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Tell us
which
about
one is
this.
that?
What was this event?
Honey, every day's an event. If I walk out the door, it's an event.
Wait a minute, Jorge. I can't hear you. Your jacket's too loud.
I would beat myself up in an alley.
No, that is. I used to have a jacket a lot like that. I love it.
All I have to say is, I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. These roses need no water. It is fabulous, though.
It is kind of fabulous.
That was like a spring event. I don't know. I don't remember, but I remember and I only wore it once, by the way. Most of the clothes that you see me in, I only wear once, except a few pieces, because of things like this. Yeah. Ooh, that's very scary. You know what?
You're so shy.
Let's give a shout out to our dear friend Dimitri. Boy, talk about this brings.
Talk about a great jacket wearer. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
He's doing so well. We're so proud of him.
I definitely had jacket envy.
Jacket. I think you actually went out with a jacket of his on one time. It was hysterical. It was so, I was really like, that kind of looks really good on you. Maybe we should start looking for more patterns for the gem insider.
Hey, careful what you wish for.
Exactly.
John, how are you, buddy? Linda, wow, it's so fun. All the friends showed up.
So, Jorge, when are your shows this week, and what is some new news that we promised we would share with everyone?
Oh, okay, let's dish. Wait, cocktail.
Another cocktail.
There's no more. No mas. Well, I'm so, knock on plastic. I am so lucky and blessed to have such a great following, and once again, it's really the impetus of the fans, and it's all about business. Keep in mind that for years, what's interesting is, for years I've not been able to bring in any of my other friends into play, under contract. You know how contracts are, and for years we've been putting these shows together for years now to wait to push the button someday, and stuff that's even coming in the future. So I just want to say that. I've been in an industry of amazing things, and there's so many friends. So when my contract ended, when Waterford ended the contract, really you should have seen all these years people rushing to say, can we have Jorge represent our break? Can we be on Jorge's show? Well, it really wasn't Jorge's show, it was Waterford's show. And what an incredible show that was. And, and I walk away thinking how many people we turned on to an amazing industry that every time you look at whatever it is that you buy that turns you on and makes you feel it, that's what it's all about. And that you can't take away. So interestingly enough, now I have my own platform.
Yeah.
So guess what I did? I picked up the phone and called the president of SPO China, because the halfway to Christmas event was coming up, which is only a 24-hour or a day and a half event. That's it. And then you won't see it again until, months later. Called up the president, and these are all friends. Hey, you want to get on my new show? I couldn't even say yes fast enough. So I want to thank everyone in the Amazing SPO group. Guess what? We are the official retailers launching their 250th anniversary of this brand SPO on our show.
So cool. When you told me about that, and we were talking before the show, and you showed me the pattern, I said, oh my gosh, that is iconic. My mom has that pattern. Isn't that beautiful?
This is not a plate. These are memories. These are memories from the top British brands, and the number one recognized pattern of Christmas. So this year is going to be a year of entertaining. Let me tell you, this year is going to be when you come out of it. So tune in. The show is, I have 2 hours. 1 hour on Wednesday after the premiere of Yadro, by the way, which is amazing.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that in ages. Yeah.
And I think it's at 4 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday, it's like 4 p.m. Eastern as well. So check out the
program guide. Okay.
Program guide. But I'll be posting it as well. But that's it. Then you won't see me for a little while because I'm putting together, oh my gosh, such amazing shows. So let me tell you a little bit about the future. I will be, of course, highlighting some of my favorite brands. Alongside with all the ones that I've loved through the years, collector brands, home, lifestyle, and entertaining. Wait till you see what's coming. But in addition to that, Just signed a deal with a great manufacturer who's going to be doing all my designs. So we got a huge home coming to you. It's just so exciting. So just stand by, hang in there, and wait till you see what's coming. And then,
buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy
whole
ride.
I have
nother
a question for you though too. They want to know what station it's going to
Oh.
be. So there are some people who
Okay.
love you but
Thank
still don't know where to find you.
No, I know, because you've seen all of us going from channel to channel. It's funny.
Right,
They
right.
tried and true, except for the out of the
We
United
all
States.
have. We
The
all have.
United
But the
States,
beautiful thing about it is exactly what you've said, that we've kept in touch and we've remained such good friends. And when you go to a new channel, if there are people there who've kind of come before you, they
Right.
welcome you with open arms. They introduce you around, and it's like, welcome to our world, So it's really fun. But it's ShopHQ, correct?
It's all exclusively to ShopHQ. Thank you for bringing that up. And let me just say something about ShopHQ. They're not the biggest network, but I would have been nothing had I started on QVC. Because you got to be somebody to, when you're there and they give you the airtime. I'd have 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Waterford's on twice a year. So think about, where your home is and what makes it well. So this is the nurturer of business. This is the storyteller. When you have more hours rather than minutes, you get to tell the stories of these amazing brands and then your story and your essence. And so it's really a great place to call home. And obviously, we're very excited about that.
And Jorge, you can't even say hello in 10 minutes.
Oh, please, child. Louise did mention she's a spode collector, and that's what's interesting. If you're a Hummel collector, a Yadra collector, it's synonymous with collecting. So it's kind of interesting that I'm now going to be filling the gap that I haven't been able to all of these years. And of course, we welcome Waterford back anytime to be part of the arsenal. But there's so much amazing stuff out there that I'm so excited to be bringing.
Question from Paul now. So you mentioned your design. So what's your influences? What's it going to be? Like what influences you to design?
What I can tell you is I'm designing for a whole look. We're going to do pop-up shop looks where it's a whole theme. One will be flower show in the spring, just throwing it out there. There'll be a blue and white show. So it's really more a thematic show that I'm creating product around the theme rather than just stuff. So it's going to be an overall look that you can buy into, whether you pick pieces of it or you buy into the entire thing. It's quite exciting, especially from a designer perspective. But then there's a whole
people have their own things that they want to bring back out again,
right,
that are either heirlooms or things that they love seasonally, but they're missing some things, and so they want to add to a theme that they already love. Yeah. So I love that idea.
And you're not one-dimensional. You're a story, a very rich story. And I have somebody, a great collector who's on. Her name's Hilda. She's so interesting. She's taught, as we've spoken. She taught me about, like, none of us are exempt from having issues, and her line is, we all got something. And keep that in mind, because that's who we are, and that's what makes us who we are. So really, when I surround myself with things that I've traveled with or brands that I've loved, like Wedgwood, all that's behind me is all Wedgwood. It's just an amazing feeling. So we're very real, and this is very real. And we want to make sure that when you celebrate Christmas, whether it's with the spode, Christmas tree pattern, or you love that desert rose that you got at the flea market, you only have one plate. That's really what this is all about.
Yeah,
that's
and
great.
That'd be neat to see those things again, where you can add more things too. As I said,
Tell your story.
Well, there's a reason there's a 250th anniversary.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's exciting.
It's the test of time.
That's shocking. By today's standards, that's amazing. And well-known British brands, the pedigree, the heritage of what was going on in Stoke-on-Trent in England during that time.
Sure.
Josiah Wedgwood was there. Josiah Spode was opening up their first works. So it's really fascinating. And
It's capturing a piece of history, isn't it? And what was going on at the time, and then what became popular and where it sort of spun off from there. And then even the new modern designs that they've tried to incorporate into it.
And what are we doing now? We're all about vintage. I go to the Rose Bowl whenever I'm in the LA house as much as I can. Oh my gosh, it's like a diabetic in a sugar store. These things call to you, and it's really just putting together the puzzle of your dreams. And whether you have a one-bedroom, condo, or you have a big sprawl, there's just something for everyone. Whether you get a little trinket, just what it makes you feel like. What I always say is, I don't sell plates. I sell the experience behind the plate, the memory that plate's going to hold. and your great grandkids going to be eating off of it, telling that story. Yeah, that's really what it's all about, I think.
Absolutely. I think that that's what it is about. It is about the stories. It is about the memories that people create, you know, and even now where we have a cell phone, we can take a picture of anything in a heartbeat. So just to be able to set a beautiful table and take that picture, and it's as much about, I think, the anticipation and getting ready for whatever that event or that party is, because you're so proud and excited to get all these things back out again and use them.
Well, let me tell you, in one of the houses that you're going to see on the show, I think I'm going to do it from the formal dining room on Wednesday, so you got to tune in for that. I set the table all the time now. You know, taught me that Connie Kunkel. I went to her house once. I was like, "Who's coming to dinner?" It was like fabulous. She's like, "Oh, honey, I do that for me." I
love that.
That China will never see a box. Yeah, so set the table. I walked by a dining room. The last person who ate at the dining room you're going to see on Wednesday was Lord Wedgwood.
Wow.
Lord Wedgwood, when he made an appearance at that house. So what's weird is I don't eat there every day. You know where we eat? We eat at the breakfast room, wherever you eat.
Oh, yeah.
So I walk by there all the time, and I think I said this to Louise the other day. I said, she's on Facebook. I was like, I walk around, I was like, who lives here? You know, I'm like, I have no idea. So it's a lot of fun.
You know, and I
fantasy.
know that from other women too, who may live on their own, and they'll say the same thing, like, I just do this for me because it makes me feel good. It's the same thing I just described. It's the anticipation of the event and setting it up and making yourself feel good and bringing out all those things that are treasures of yours.
It's such a good feeling. You know what another good feeling is? No, not that. Skip Connolly just tuned in.
Yeah, we saw that. Skip is the best. Now,
Hi, Skip.
If
we need to have Skip be a guest on our show. I love when all these people write in, because like my little idea mind gets ding, ding.
For those that want to have, lemonade out of lemons, the one good thing that comes out of sheltering in place was rediscovering your home.
Yeah.
And what you can do with your home. I'm cooking a lot more than I ever did.
Yeah.
It becomes an event for us every day.
It does.
And that's a perfect thing for what Jorge's doing, because now you're rediscovering your home. It is your palace.
Yep.
Whether it's a one-bed condo or whether it's a big sprawl, as he says.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? And this is your sanctuary. Hi, LaTanya. How are you? You know, your home is your sanctuary. And if you've ever been, and when I say the word minority, I think in any way, whether it's being overweight, not feeling good about that, or other minorities, there's so many. When you go in your home, that's your safe sanctuary.
Yeah,
that's when you finally feel like no one is judging me because I don't have hair. No one's judging me because of anything else. It's such a great freedom. So I want to celebrate that and not, put it out, have fun and celebrate life. And I think that's probably, if I walked away today, that would be the single best thing I feel that I've achieved on the shopping network.
Yeah.
That's really it. It's not the numbers. I don't care about numbers. I'm not a numbers person. I focus on the magic part, and that's what I walk away with, the day I do. It's just such a great feeling that, we have turned out so many people and they're enjoying life, and the letters that I get, thank you so much for the beautiful, beautiful letters. It's just adorable. It's amazing. You know what? We're in your home. We're in your bedroom. Well, you gotta pay extra for that.
Yeah, you need another drink after that one.
On that note.
Yes.
We just had a woman write in and say that Melissa Miner is watching the show today too. Hi, Melissa. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you and miss you. I know. I get to see her when I tune into the shows now from a distance, but it feels like no time has passed. That's for sure.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it really is.
Amazing.
I know. And yet when you look at the calendar, which is to me like my diary, and I have to look back and say, now what year was that? I think, oh my gosh, we have done so much in such a short period.
And I'm still 39.
Yeah, me too. How'd that happen?
I don't even remember how old I am. That's how old I am.
You know what? That happened. When you lie enough, I have no idea.
Well, I just had the 30th anniversary of my 30th birthday. So.
No.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, please.
How about that? And Jorge, I know you're going to be there this week on Wednesday and Thursday, you said, but guess who else is coming back to ShopHQ?
We are in sync. I was just going to say, Paul, don't you have something to say?
I thought we said it last week, did we?
Yeah, but you didn't have the times. Actually, you wrote in, Jorge, because Michael Valatutti was our guest.
Yeah.
And you wrote in and said you were watching. And so we were actually, and I was so glad to find out that you were available, because we had hoped that maybe we could have Chuck Clemency on our show, because he's down now at ShopHQ, speaking of people moving around. But he was so bombarded with the launch and all the events and the parties and the people. He said, Judy, I don't want to disappoint you. So is there any way we could do it in July? I'm like, yes, because I have the perfect person to call. He's got a big show coming up this week. So it all worked out really, really well.
Yeah. So we're Michael and I would be the gem miners.
Yeah.
And that will be on July 3rd and 4th. I believe that is a Saturday.
It's Friday and Saturday. Yep. Friday
so
and
it's
Saturday.
in the evening. I want to say 7 to 9 Central, perhaps 8 to 10 Eastern, somewhere around there. And then on Sunday,
is that great?
3 to 5 Central, maybe 2 to 4 Central. I forget.
I think you said 2 to 4 Central, which is 3 to 5 Eastern time. Yeah.
And that should be fun.
So it's the 3rd and 4th of July.
Now we will be Skyping, of course. So I will look this big. And then Mike will look
fantastic. You know, so many people, and let me just say something. I remember when, you know, I started in the business and I walked to the studios, there was a green room and Paul would be there and Chuck would be there, Michael Valatutti, the three amigos. And, you know, it's so interesting because I got to know each one of them. But something about Paul that was a little different. He really educated me on stuff. I have no idea. I'm the idiot who would go to a jewelry store. 9,000. Okay. Educated me. And if you're going to buy jewelry, it's important to get the education. I remember Paul, at least 10 years ago, I must have taken you aside and told you that. I didn't said it on air. He really educated you. The only one who has, you know, you got books out there on the subject. So when it goes to stones, and there's so many fake things out there, I mean, other than my nose, so many fakes out there, that you really need to trust, and that's the biggest thing in our business is trust.
Well, I'm glad you said that. That education to me has always been the most important thing, because nobody can learn all there is to know about gems. It's just been around forever. But you talked about rewarding when people, even on my YouTube channel, are saying, I had no idea that gold is affected by chlorine. I'm like, yeah, you know, so that was one of my lessons. So there's so much to know, and it's such a joy to educate
and to be able to share it and have a platform to share it on for people who really want to delve deeper into the background and the history, just like you're doing now. He's doing
it's amazing.
Yeah,
and you can tell when somebody loves what they do.
Absolutely, can't you? They just glow. They just shine.
They can't stop. It's like me. I know. My mother tells me all the time. Leave me alone in Spanish. Hello to Shauna, Tony, and Brandy. Of course, Erica's there. I'm telling you, this is amazing. Kathleen is on with us as well. Oh, I love you guys. I miss you so much. It's only been 2.5 months, by the way.
2.5 months of you're not being on
air.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Does it feel longer for you?
No, I love being at home, and I didn't know we were on boat duty. I would have done this from my boat.
Next time.
Of course, yours is bigger than mine.
There'll always be a next time.
Going around.
It's funny because it's Father's Day weekend, and so my parents are in town. And fortunately, we were blessed with a beautiful weekend, so we took them out on the boat yesterday. But we just have a pontoon, so it's kind of easy. It's not too choppy. You know, it's easy to walk around. Not a lot of stairs. Well, no stairs. So it's just a nice, flat, easy, sort of cruising little vessel.
Let's face it. It's a party boat.
It's a party boat.
That's so sweet.
One of my favorite songs.
Hi, Jill, Lizzie, Charlene. So let me ask you: do you call him Daddy? Just somebody wrote that. It wasn't me.
Are they asking? They were asking me that question.
Yeah, if you call Paul Daddy.
Oh no, or she call her father. Her father's here. I call him.
I know
Daddy.
he just turned the 30th anniversary of his 30 year, but he doesn't look that old.
No.
He is the daddy of 2 beautiful children,
and I'm going to be alive enough to be a pain to my children.
You're going to be.
That's true. I've already achieved that.
He's already there.
Check.
Oh my gosh.
No, they're great kids. They really are.
Jill, she misses us. Lifetime friends. You're absolutely right. You're right, Louise. It seems like years. It's only been like 2.5 months. But you know what? This thing has really driven us a little Mushugana, you know.
Yeah, I think it has made us a kind of emotional and very appreciative of all those people that we got so accustomed to seeing all the time that we maybe took for granted. And now, and my example is going back. Finally, my studio has opened up where I can go to my exercise classes. And I miss those girls, not just the exercising, but just the faces
camaraderie.
and the camaraderie. And everybody has a story about what they've been doing and sitting at the computer, or some have gained weight and now they're frustrated, or, you know, trying to get back into the moves. Oh, we're going to be sore tomorrow. But it's just, we laugh and it just feels so good.
No, I think we've had a lot of guests, but Jorge's the first one to ever use Yiddish, I think. In our maybe Kathy did.
Yeah.
It was beshared. It was beshared, which means
well, they love seeing you here, Jorge. Yeah. It's really fun you were able
so excited.
Now, are you going to be, you're not able to go in the studio yet this week, are you? You're going to be Skyping, right?
No, yeah. I'll be Skyping from home. Yeah, just this time. Probably next time you see me, we'll be live from the studios. We don't have any exact dates yet. And then I'm also working on another thing. Oh my gosh, I wish I could tell you. But
take another drink and then tell us.
All right. No, I'll tell you. I can't. I just can't.
You'll get in trouble.
I just can't.
I know nobody.
Just know that
it's just us. It's just us. Nobody else is listening now.
Wink, wink. I can't.
No, I can't. It is okay. It's the F word. Not that one.
Wow. Congratulations.
Not that one. It is. So you figure it out. Somebody help me. Erica, help me. No, but very exciting things. I'm just thrilled. I really am. And it's, it's amazing, It really is. I'm so excited.
Oh, we're so happy to be able to kind of help you launch this new
the first time I'm talking about it.
Yeah, I know. And so that's why I know a lot of people who follow you on Facebook. Now, that's another good question. How do we find you? Or for people who have found you on our channel, how do they find you if they want to stay in touch?
All my social media handles at Jorge Perez Style. Just add the word style to my name. If you want to see like the wedding dresses, you put in gown, it's just at Jorge Perez Style is all my social media. Speaking of which, if you're on LinkedIn, Victoria Wick just today posted the most lovely post. If you're on LinkedIn with Victoria, it's very interesting. I just read it and I didn't really know her. I don't know her that well. And it was very profound. So if you get a chance, so that is my social media. And you can catch me on LinkedIn, more of a professional site. So you'll see more articles there. But really, this is my crowd is Facebook. I love Facebook. It's so much easier. Instagram, yes. I just can't. It's so nothing. It doesn't give me enough time.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You could spread yourself real thin because there's so many platforms that you'd like to stay in touch with and stay on as much as possible to connect with people. And it is interesting too that some are more in favor of one and some are more in favor of another. And so it's kind of fun. Sometimes I'll post on Instagram and I'll hear from people who don't follow me on Facebook, but they'll say, oh my gosh, I wondered where you've been. It's so good to see you.
It's so true.
Right?
That's why I say, hook on to them all, even though you don't tend to go to one. You'd be surprised when you do. I do notice my fashion, especially the F word, coming up. Did I say it?
Fashion.
You're going to see a lot more Instagram and Twitter with that, because that's a faster business. It's more styles. This and this. It's not as storytelling as Facebook is. So it's interesting. How you, and I just do it all, everywhere. But I notice depending on the brand or the product that I'm speaking to, differentiates by the platform. It's very interesting.
Absolutely, that's very true. And even another one that I know is like instantaneous. I think it has to be less than 15 seconds long. Is TikTok. That's my late TikTok. I'm not on it, but I have fun watching it. And I think, oh my God,
that's what I mean.
Creative.
It's great for fashion. It's just, I think the social media that goes more that way loses substance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's no substance to it. It's fast. So it really is appropriate for certain things.
Right.
But
I think it's appropriate for humor. That's what I like about it. When we share things back and forth with friends on TikTok, it's always something funny.
I think people want me to do everything on that because it's only 15 seconds.
Well, Linda,
somebody else making more money on us.
And we're going to let you go, Jorge, but this has been so much fun, and we can't wait to see your shows on Wednesday and Thursday. We will be there supporting you with bells on.
Absolutely.
And we know all of your fans will be too.
I'm so
and we're looking forward to the next one.
Hosting this.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome.
And congratulations, Paul. I can't wait
you.
You back on.
We'll see you at the old green room.
Yep. Back at the ranch, as they say.
No, honey, I got my own room.
Oh,
of course you do.
Excuse me.
All right, no, really, congratulations on all your success. So happy that we're back on.
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, we'll see you there, man.
Telling you, Morty. All right.
Have a great day.
Thank you guys so much. Love you,
everyone.
Love
you, Jorge.
Be good. Or be yourselves.
One or the other. Actually, they're one and the same.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's funny. Well, that was really fun. And it was so good to see him. And wow, you're right. I just could have sat back and poured more of my drink and let him run. But I know how much you guys love seeing him. So I'm glad that you were able to tune in. And I know you can't wait until Wednesday and Thursday until those shows with the new Spode, actually the old Spode 250th anniversary that they're going to be celebrating together. So that'll really be fun.
Now you had a surprise. Oh, wait, do you want to talk about what drops tomorrow for you?
Well, I actually wanted to show a very funny little picture of you.
Of me?
Yes. So I'll bring it up in the screen.
What did I do?
And you can talk about this.
Oh.
Like, what in the world were you thinking?
Okay. Well, first of all, somebody did ask during this broadcast, going back to ShopHQ, will you still be doing your educational YouTube? Yes. My YouTube channel is called DC Gemstones. I'm doing a Colored Gemstone Academy. The reason I have a big smile on my face and holding that incredible, beautiful gemstone is because it is labradorite. That is this week's lesson. It just dropped yesterday. I love this stone. I think it is one of the most underrated and underpriced gemstones on planet Earth. And find out why. Go to DC Gemstones and watch the video.
Yes.
As you can see, it took 13 minutes and 19 seconds. you can spare that.
I took a little snapshot of it so I could show you.
That's
but I thought that was really cute. And it's funny, some of those thumbnails that we put up on YouTube to entice you to watch are almost the ones that are more clicked on, or the wackier ones. But so that's already on. You can see his
I might have been too excited about the labradorite in that picture.
But you know, that's such in fact, who was picking it up the other day? Oh, my dad. He was picked because we had it out on the coffee table. And he picked it up, and it's mesmerizing because you look at all the colors. And so that led to more stories. And so Paul was describing labradorite and what a phenomenal gemstone is and the optical properties.
And if I wasn't so excited, I'd say, just watch the video. But what do you have coming tomorrow morning?
So tomorrow, you know that I always upload my videos on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Start the week off right.
Yes, to start the week off right. And Jorge's right. I mean, we're so appreciative. I think you have no idea what it means to us when you go on to YouTube or to Facebook, you make a comment and you support us in a like or a follow or a comment below the video, because it encourages us to keep going. And we know that we're touching lives, and that especially in this day and age when we talk about the pandemic and so many people who are anxious or stressed or worried or alone. And so to know that you're out there and that we're making a difference for you, know that you're making a difference for us.
It really does make sense.
So with that said,
yes,
hopefully you'll watch my video tomorrow. And it's so cute. One of the girls who follows us, her name is Patty, and she wrote to me actually on Messenger, which you can do through Facebook. And she said, Judy, I just want you to know I've lost 3 pounds. She said, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I've struggled because she's had surgeries recently. And so she's in therapy. She's in physical therapy to try to get back on her feet again. And she said, it's just a slow process, but you're my inspiration. And I've been doing some of your videos, the ones that I can. I want to write back and say, okay, keep going, stay in touch. Let me know what's happening. So I would love for you to do that too. But the one I'll show you here is coming up tomorrow, and I call it 5 moves in 5 minutes.
I love this one. I saw it.
Yeah.
I get to see the preview.
And this one shows you, how many people have gone through with you and shown you the actual technique, what it's supposed to feel like, what are the forms supposed to look like, how do you breathe through the exercises. So this is 5 moves in 5 minutes that can make a difference in your whole body. And then I do them with you for 60 seconds after I teach them to you. So this goes along with the technique. So I'll pull it up and just run a little snippet for you quickly. Is for the shoulders. And those are the deltoid muscles. They're a big triangular group of muscles right up on the shoulder area. So this move is going to work those shoulders so that you get that beautiful definition. Okay? I'm going to show you the move, and then we're going to do it for 60 seconds. Here's the move. Up and down, and up and down. Good. Up and down, and up and down, up and down. Good. Up and down, and come all the way down. Excellent job. That is terrific. Okay. And I don't know if my mom saw, but her friend Sue is watching. So hi, Sue.
Yeah. Howard and cute. Sally are watching upstairs on my
computer. So they're here, Sue. So we're taking good care of them. So anyway, that's what the show is tomorrow morning. And it shows you all the techniques in the right form. And my mom was really cute. In fact, speaking of working out, she said, they live in a beautiful retirement community. And she said, I go down to our little fitness center twice a week. And she said, I want to show our instructor your videos. He's curious about what you're doing because he said, I think it can really help a lot of the women and men who come to the fitness center here. So warms my heart. Oh, look who else is watching.
Who?
Hi, Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Hi, Kay. Yes,
Kay's excited.
Kay, you'll like this one too. I'll give you a good challenge.
All right. And by the way, speaking of that, you have a surprise.
I have a surprise
at the end of the show.
Oh, I do have a surprise at the end of the show. Yes. Oh, thanks, Jane. I work on them as much as I possibly can, especially because I live in Florida and I like to wear sleeveless tops. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are out there Deb. Watching.
Yep.
So yes, we do have a little surprise at the end, but there are 2 surprises actually. And some of you who have been watching some of our shows in the past already will remember the woman who is anticipating the new man in her life who is going to be imminent. And I wanted to show you who this new little man is because do you have any ideas?
That's right.
Look at that baby.
She said she was on, the call list.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And she said, I can't go to the hospital. So his mom's mom, the mother-in-law, and I are going to be out in the parking lot with balloons and streamers, and we're going to get the call, and we're going to do the happy dance in the parking lot when the baby's born. So I just thought, I hope she doesn't mind.
That's great.
But I wanted to show you the new baby Easton.
Great. Welcome to the world, Easton.
Yeah. Isn't that cute? I love the name.
Yeah. It sounds like a country star.
Yes. And actually, when she told us the full baby's name, which I can't remember, I said, it sounds either like a country star or...
royalty.
Yeah, or just someone from Hollywood. It's like a celebrity name. So, but isn't it cute? Everybody loves the baby pictures. So
thank you, Gigi.
When you talk to Doris the next time, or if you're able to go onto her Facebook, you can wish her congratulations. I'm sure I'm not the first one who's shown you that if you do follow Doris on Facebook. So yeah, adorable. So happy Father's Day to all you dads. Another wish to you for Father's Day from Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
And Tony and Kay are watching. And so I thought this might be a really fun way to end our broadcast. Don't forget, next Sunday, we are anticipating the face and voice of Heather Hall, who is a host on ShopHQ.
And we believe is scheduled for the return of Paul and Michael.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's scheduled to be the host for those 2 guys, the 2 miners.
The gem miners.
Yeah. It would be fun for you also to have a show with Melissa.
Oh,
the 2 miners being hosted by the miner.
2 miners.
That's cute.
2 miners and a miner.
That's right. So have a wonderful day. And on that note, we're going to serenade you. Well, actually, Tony Jamflone is going to
With
serenade
my
you.
favorite song that he does.
Yes, it's fantastic. We love you. Happy Father's Day. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday Funday.
Yeah, my friends, feel it stay upon it today. Keep trying to tell me all you want to do is use me. Oh, and my answer, yeah, yeah, yeah. All that use me stuff. I said I wanna spread the news, 'cause if it feels as good getting used, babe, you just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me up. Oh, and my brother, you sit me right down and talk to me, and you know it don't be well now, that I will not let you just walk on me, and I'm sure we bet well, yeah, yeah, yeah. When our talk was through, I said, brother, you only knew you wished you were in my shoes. You just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me up. You just keep on using me.